Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, let's go. Kevin here, top 100 financial advisor and best-selling author. We are here to talk about the stock market. Today, Google made a $100 million mistake, all due to their new AI program called Bard AI. It's exactly what we had talked about just a few days ago. So in today's video, we need to talk about what is going on at Google, why it went wrong, and what this means for competition between Google and Microsoft's ChatGPT. I say Microsoft's ChatGPT, they don't own it, but we'll get into that. All right, so the other day I did an entire video here talking about ChatGPT compared to Google's program called Bard AI. This entire thing is a fight for the generative AI business and what it means for the evolution of search. What do I mean by that? Generative AI is basically a program where you can go and ask it a question or a task and it will generate new things for you. If I need to write an essay, write a blog post, I can go and ask it and it will do it for me. Right now, if I just go ask Google a question, it would just spit out an answer, but it won't do the thing for me. It won't do the task for me. So this is what many think is the evolution of where search is going, where the internet is going. It is a huge thing and it's already extremely popular. For instance, ChatGPT got 1 million users within like a month at the end of last year. It took Netflix years to do that, right? And that was entertainment, things people want. This was just a free, small little program that if you check during the day, like between 9 and 5 and try to get on ChatGPT, it is usually at capacity. That is how big this thing has gotten in just a few months, which has put Google on red alert, right? There have been plenty of articles saying that Google is worried about it, that they're trying to do something. Meanwhile, Microsoft this entire time has been putting money behind ChatGPT and the companies that support it, and they are trying to put together a competitor with Bing, which is owned by Microsoft, which is the other search engine if you use it. Just to give you a little bit of context here, Google owns 93% of the search traffic. So when you are looking for an answer, 93% of the time you're going to Google and almost nobody uses Bing. The only people who use Bing are people who get trapped into Microsoft Edge and you just do it by accident. So that's 7% of people. Nobody I know religiously goes to Bing. Anyway, aside from all of that, this is the issue. Microsoft is already moving with ChatGPT. Things are looking fine right over there, but Google launched, or did a demo rather, for Bard AI, which was just announced to the public the other day, and it got an answer wrong. This is the issue because in the video that I talked about yesterday, or the other day rather, Google has reputational risk. We go to Google to verify things. You see something crazy on the internet, you say, oh, let me go Google it to make sure it is true, right? That is what we use it for, to bring us reliable information that you can go and verify yourself and just say, hey, what is the temperature outside? How many assists does LeBron have? You know, whatever answer you need, it will just instantly spit out the answer, and 99.9% of the time it is correct. Well, ChatGPT has not been correct, and this is well known. There have been podcasts about it, article after article after article, saying that you should not trust ChatGPT for answers. But that's fine. ChatGPT is a new service, a program, and a company you have never heard of before called OpenAI. Nobody really cares, right? But Google has reputational risk, meaning that it is something that you know and trust, and once you start to lose trust in something, especially a business like this, that becomes a big issue. So because they got that wrong, and this was live today, it dropped $100 million in value. So the stock dropped about 5%. When you look at all the shares out there, that erases $100 million from Google's value in just one mistake in just one day. And there are two things you need to know about this. Number one, it shows that Google really didn't have their eyes on this the way they said they would, and said that they did. Articles, including the ones that I cited in the video, I think that must have been on Tuesday now, where Google says, look, we've been working on generative AI for years now. We just haven't released it to the public because we want to make sure that it is perfect and that it's in the best state possible. Well, it sounds like they rushed. And to have an entire demo and embarrass yourself by asking a question and getting it wrong in your own demo on your own program is something that is obviously an issue. So it shows that Google is just a touch behind. Now, personally, do I think that this is going to shift the entire market and the entire search engine competition from Google all the way to Bing, where they lose a 93% market share? Not yet, right? I don't think that this is a red flag where you need to go and sell your shares of Google and overreact. I do think they can and will improve over time, and this could be a buying opportunity if you believe that Google is going to be a company that's going to stay around, which I think it will. So those are the things that you do need to pay attention to. You've got Microsoft, which is already putting together their Bing competitor. I want to say that they did some small demo yesterday. I have to go back and double check there. And we know that Google is doing whatever they are doing. These things do shift, but they usually don't shift that quickly. Also, just because Microsoft hasn't embarrassed themselves necessarily, at least not yet, doesn't mean that they won't in the future or in the near term. Remember, all this stuff, all this new technology is cutting edge, and there are a lot of mistakes and kinks to be worked out. Remember just last year when we thought that crypto was the best thing since sliced bread, and then we saw all of these crypto exchanges, all this new technology absolutely fall apart. So you do want to take a step back and say, hey, yes, things can be changing. Yes, things are changing. Yes, the world of technology is bending in a certain direction, but it absolutely does not mean that is going to happen overnight. You don't want to overhype yourself, because again, we hyped ourselves up on crypto and NFTs and the metaverse, and all these things may come to fruition down the line, but it's almost never what we think it is going to be, right? The expectation for these things is usually through the roof, and then when it actually happens, it's somewhere near the carpet, okay? Self-driving cars, right? Tesla was supposedly had done that how many years ago now? And we still don't have it, right? So these are all the things that you actually do want to pay attention to. But one side of that is electric cars. Those are coming, right? Those are things that are happening right now, but it's been a while, right? So yes, for me, this is a buying opportunity. Tomorrow's Friday, my DCA day anyway. So I will be buying more shares of Google. I'm going to continue buying shares of Google up until June of this year. And I'll look and see if things have improved, right? If this company has had momentum or not. Up until today, the stock had been up this year, right? Now, every stock was down almost, at least it felt like last year, but things are still fine at Google, even though this is a black eye and does not look well for the company. But if you're a long-term investor, these are the situations you actually wait for. Not necessarily embarrassment per se, but stock drops. This is that buy low moment if you believe in a company like Google. So I want to know, what are your thoughts in the comments? Is this a buying opportunity for you? Should you be worried? Are you worried as a Google investor or someone who uses Google products? Is this a time where you're like, hey, this is an issue for me, and this is the turning of the tide where I need to hop out, where Microsoft is the Tesla to this competitor here? Let me know what you think in the comments. I've given you my thoughts. Also, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. That helps me help you and helps the video get out to more people. All right, that is it for me today. Tomorrow we will tackle another question. If you have one in the comments, I love doing Q&A. So let me know if you have a question in the comments. And obviously, we're also going to drop a brand new video for our members tomorrow. So you want to make sure that you get that. But to do it, you got to be in the members only. All right, that's it for me. Talk to you later. Bye.